So guys, your VMware workstation is up. No, not yet. So please open your VMware workstation and please let me know when everyone is on this page. So guys, please, the machines we created earlier, we are going to delete those. For that, please, just first simple click on the left pane on the machine and then right click on it. First simple click, when you will see this window, then we will be able to delete it from the disk. So then right click on the machine, come down to manage, and then we have one option there, delete from disk. If we will remove the machine from here, it will just get removed from the VMware workstation, but it will be on our hard disk. But if you are coming to the manage and then delete from disk, it will get deleted from here and from the disk as well. So use this option for all three of the machines we created earlier to remove these machines. So delete from disk, click on this and then do yes for this warning. Yeah, delete from disk. I have deleted server now and I'm going to delete the PC1. So then again please right click on network PC1, come down to manage and then please select the option delete from disk.
So
There is no
all the PCs no delete from disk here. All the PCs
yeah. We will use Windows
You
10.
must power off the machine.
in this time.
Yeah.
So please delete it and then repeat these steps for PC2 as well. So guys, please click on this home page, home tab over here, and then do the same drill we have done earlier. So click on create a new virtual machine. Click on this tab, create a new virtual machine. Is it visible or need to enlarge it? That's fine. And then please on this first intro wizard, we will go with the typical one. So please click on next. And then please on this click on browse and then browse to the folder where you have put your ISO server 2012 R2. So in my case it's here Windows 2012 R2.ISO. Some of you guys have put on your C drive and some I saw on the desk board. So go there.
We don't have ISO, we have some Win 2012 R2.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe on your machine the extension is not, the machines are not showing the extension. Don't worry, if it's there Windows Server 2012 R2, that's enough.
Click double click.
So did you find everyone? Simon?
Yeah, is it 2012 R2 ISO?
Yeah. So it should look like this now. Windows Server 2012 R2 detected. If it's saying it's detected, then we can move forward. If that's the case, please click on next and now label this. So please give it a name. LN hyphen tor hyphen DC1. Or just please change it to LT. Instead of N, change it to T. LT. Yeah, LT hyphen tor dot DC1.
What's the name of
Just latest tech. DC1 David Charlie 1. Then please click on next. It's 60 GB. It's good to go. We have two options here: store virtual disk as a single file and split virtual disk into multiple files. What the difference? So if we go with the single disk, it means we are going to create one file. That will be a only single huge file. And as we keep adding different stuff to these VM, it will be getting bigger and bigger. And the one file size will be keep increasing with the passage of time. So if we need to move or migrate this file, it's always harder if the file size is too large, right? But if we are going with the second option, that is by default selection is, so split virtual disk into multiple files. Multiple files mean it will create the files in chunks. So maximum size of each file will be 4 GB, not more than that. When we will choose this option, the each portion will be of 4 GB maximum. So if we need to migrate these files, we can even move those chunks one by one. It doesn't matter. We are just copying the multiple files in within a folder. So we can go with that option. So we always choose this option for easy migration and copying the files from one place to another. So please click on next. And then we are on the customize hardware. So please click on customize hardware. Now we are on the shop and we are asking the shopkeeper, okay, please give me 4 GB RAM instead of 2 GB. I don't want. Please give me 4 GB RAM. So move this bar up for 4 GB. So it should look like 4096 MB. The second thing, we need to connect our network adapter to some switch. So please select network adapter and then choose custom. And in custom, go for VMNet 2. So here, if you guys notice, we have few options available for network connectivity. One of them is bridged, means connected directly to the physical network. What does it mean? Your physical machines are connected with Computex College physical network, what they have. So this, if we are going to connect our network adapter to this switch, it will connect us with the physical network. So we will be communicating as other machines are communicating on the physical network. It looks like the same. There will be no difference. So that we don't want, because our IPs may have some conflict on the physical network. They have some of the same IP addresses. We are on the private networks. The second option is NAT, used to share the host's IP address. So NAT, we now understand what NAT is. So if we need to go to the internet, then we can go with this option. And if you notice in the customize options, the same option NAT is available. So when we are creating the virtual machines for our Network Plus class, we went for this option to take our machines online to get registered with the Microsoft. So we got license for 90 days for our client machines and 180 days for our server clients. So the same option, either we are going for customized one or we are choosing this one. So but we always go with the custom one. So we stick with one thing. The third option is host only, a private network shared with the host. Host only, if we are choosing this option for our switch to connect our network adapter to this switch, what it will do, it will let you the virtual machines to communicate with each other and with the host. What is host? What is host?
Computer
A device. Host is the computer itself.
actual machine. Physical actual machine.
What is host? I mean,
Which is the virtual machine is on it.
what is host?
As this,
As he said,
See wrong enter.
he is saying jumped from this floor to.
no, like a
One
personal to see that, I mean what the word host means. I
You
mean,
want to understand how you understand.
Okay, when it will be on the installation, we will discuss a little bit about virtualization and the host and the guest. So here we have this option and we have separately this option available. And then host only means the virtual machines will be able to talk to each other and with our this physical machine. On top of that, we are going to create virtual machines. So they will be perfectly communicating in the way. And when we choose these options, VMNet 2, they are giving us the same thing. We are able to communicate our hard disk, our physical machine with our VMs. So we're gonna choose custom specific virtual network. So please select VMNet 2 for existing network adapter, and then please add another network adapter for internet connectivity, and we will disable it after getting the license for 180 days. So then please click on add, do yes, and now the add hardware wizard is open. So please click on network adapter. We can add any hardware piece required for the labs. So we can add another DVD, floppy drive, network drive, USB controller, sound card, anything, right? So right now we are going to add network adapter. So select that and click on next. Again, the same options are available for our second network adapter we are just adding right now. So please go for custom, and this time please select VMNet 8 NAT. So VMNet 8 NAT, select that, and then
If I choose directly not from this option, without custom, it will take me directly to VMNet 8.
no, it's not going to take you the VMNet 8. VMNet 8 is a separate switch. But if you, it means we have two switch available right here, right? So one is written on NAT and one is written on VMNet 8 NAT. Both are the function is same, but if you are connecting with NAT, it's not going to connect it with the VMNet 8 NAT, right? That's a separate switch, separate option available. So please click on finish, and now it should look like this. So one network adapter we added right now is VMNet network adapter 2, that is VMnet 8, and the first one is connected to VMnet 2. Then close this window, the customization, hardware customization window, close it, and then click on finish.
I think they have changed something on this PC. I think they've changed something on this PC.
So fast.
It is. It just loaded so quick. Everyone's there.
So are we on this page?
Yes.
We are not going to do anything on this page. Last time we tried and few of us went to the French. So we will change the English language later. So it's okay. We can go with the same options. So please click on next. And then click on install now.
I'm telling you, it's faster. No, I am telling you. Let me check.
Now we have 4 options available. These are server installation options. So what those are? So standard evaluation, server core installation. Second, the standard with GUI. The third is data center core, and the fourth is data center GUI. GUI mean graphical user interface. So whatever we are doing everyday lives, right? So click, click, click. The core thing they made for Andy and Saurabh, so they can play with that. So core means command line. If we are going to choose server core installation option, it will be just a command line there. We will not be able to see anything else, only command line, and we have to issue the commands what we want to do, as we do in Linux, Unix systems. So it will be acting like that. So right now we are going to choose the last option, server 2012 R2 data center evaluation, server with GUI. And what the difference in standard and data center?
Standard and data center. Standard will give you just the basic version or basic services installed. Data center will customize it based on the needs of your environment. So since you're choosing data center, so clearly will start or include the services according to your needs.
So it means you mean to say there is feature differences, services differences
Yes.
in data center and core.
Yes.
Should I log it?
That's what I think. I'm not sure. That's my.
Do you need lifeline?
I think so.
Get lifeline from Nawaz.
Was.
One thing is missing that it has high availability included in data center. It has standard edition.
High availability on data center. Right? HA.
So please choose this data center evaluation server with GUI. click on next. Then on the license page, I accept the license terms. Check this box and then click on next, and the custom installation, and then next. Are we going together?
Yes.
So next, and let it install.
I'm telling you, sir, something happened. It's going fast.
Check one time more memory. How much memory we have now?
I checked, it's still 12. Still 12 and it's flying.
Good. Good for us. So guys, what is virtualization? What was the question we said we will discuss later?
Host only.
Host and guest?
Virtualization is a method to take a piece of hardware and split it or divide it into logical resources.
What are you saying, man?
That's what Farid said too.
Who said?
Farid was like, shut up. It's his dialogue.
Don't give him shut up call, man.
Yeah, we just divide the physical hardware into logical resources. And guys, the intentions are next to
So mess is ready. So this is our hardware. On our PC, right? It's our PC. And then we have Windows 10 install on it. That is our OS, right? Operating system. Then we install hypervisor on top of it. What is hypervisor? A software. And then we are going to install what? VMs, right? So all of these will be VMs. We have hardware. On top of that, we have Windows 10, and then we have one hypervisor. In our case, we are using VMware Workstation. On VMware Workstation, we are creating virtual machines, and each operating the VM will be a separate operating system. So each machine has its own operating system, separate operating system. So Simon, very intelligent question for you. A little hard, but try to answer it. So, if someone is visiting your house, who will be the host and who will be the guest?
My son is the host.
Pardon?
My son is the host.
Who will be the host?
My son.
Your son will be the host. Good. See?
Not home.
So you will be the host and the visitors will be the guest. So here we have host. This guy, this hardware piece is going to host these machines. So these machines will be guest. So all of these machines, we always say it's a guest operating system. And this one, Windows 10, is a host operating system. This operating system, with the help of this hardware, are going to host some guests on top of it. So where we were saying host only means these VMs, these guests will be able to talk only to the host. So guest OS, and this one is a host OS. Then we have two types of virtualization. Which types are those? Sir, type 1? Or we call something else.
You can do anyway.
What name should be? What do you mean by saying we can give it any name?
Type 1 virtualization.
So type 1 and type 2.
Sorry, I didn't hear. I didn't hear question for.
Don't worry. Usually I don't hear myself.
You know, I used to go to school and I used to get beaten by teachers. But your word is enough for that.
So type 1 virtualization and type 2 virtualization. The type we discussed just right now, it's a type. Which type is this? It's type 1. So it's type 2 virtualization. Type 2 virtualization, when we have an operating system in between the hardware and the hypervisor. Type 2, when we have operating system installed in between hardware and hypervisor.
It's type 2?
It's type 2. And type 1 virtualization So in type 1, hypervisor is directly installed on bare metal hardware. So type 1 will be if we have this hardware and we will be installing on top of it hypervisor, and then we will start creating the VMs. So hardware, hypervisor, and then VMs. So Andy, which one we are using in production? Type 1. Andy is right or right? Yeah. We should have type 1. Depends
Yes.
on you.
Depends on the network administrator or network engineer. Some uses type 2 if they want some management and have an OS.
So in production enterprise, we are using only type 1 virtualization, and type 2 just for our lab purposes, and maybe the administrators if they want their own environment on their own laptop or desktop. So before even try those things in their test environment, before applying in test environment, they can do something on their own lab environment. So in the production enterprise, their test environment is identical of their production environment, because whatever they are going to test in their test environment, they are going to apply in the production. So if those are not identical, test is useless. For example, if they are going to patch the servers that Microsoft is releasing on every second Tuesday, before patching, applying those patches to the production, they apply those patches to the test. And if the test servers or test environment is totally different and the production environment is totally different, does it make sense to test those patches in test environment? No way. So most of the time they go with the identical things. So first they test if they have 2008 R2, 2012 R2, 2016 in their environment, they will have all of those servers in the test environment as well. So if they have different type of surface, SQL servers, web servers, they will try to have at least one in the test. So they can test those things first in their test environment, and then they will apply on their production environment. and the type 1 is. Most of the time, what are the examples of the type 1? So type 1 examples. Anyone? No, sir.
जी सर.
Sir, what are the examples of type 1? VMware. So ESXi from VMware. What did you say?
I think type 2 is slower than in experience. You see that type 2 is slower than type 1. Experience.
Usually we don't go with the comparison, but how many machines we will be able to create on this VMware workstation? It's not going to support that. One thing. The second thing, the networking options are very limited here. And if you guys will explore ESXi or other hypervisor, we have more networking options available there. So we can go for the clustering and those things. Over here, everything is limited. When we will be doing the clustering lab, we will be able to do over here, but we will not going to explore all of the aspects of the clustering then. So we cannot go with the DRS that is offered by VMware ESXi. That option is not available here. What we are going to do, we will be creating the virtual machines here, and on top of that we will be able to cluster them using Microsoft clustering, right? So not the feature, Microsoft feature, not the VMware feature. It's not VMware workstation has any feature over there, but the ESXi have those features. So always type 1 in the productions and type 2 for lab and the smaller things. Maybe as Saurabh is saying, if I'm just going to have a company right now single-handedly, I don't need anything, I don't care about my VMs, either they will be available or not, I will be able to build them again, I will start doing this. So otherwise no. Even very small environments go with the type 1 virtualization, not type 2. So ESXi from VMware and Hyper-V from Microsoft. Any other example?
Yeah.
KVM. I was expecting that. So KVM from you guys can say from simple understanding from Linux, right?
What's the performance? KVM?
Hmm?
What's the performance?
KVM stands for in
Virtual.
yeah.
KVM?
And otherwise we are using KVM as well. What is that?
Switch. KVM switch.
Yeah.
Changes. New servers.
It very confusing term. The guys who don't know, they have KVM as a virtualization solution, and we are using KVM every day in our racks as well. So any example of type 2? So again, VMware Workstation or Fusion, and then Hyper-V, VirtualBox, so etc. etc. So Simon, which type of virtualization we are using right now? The hypervisor. Which hypervisor we are using? 2. Good. Fatima, wake up, wake up. Only Andy can feel the pain. He has to spend night with his kids. You wanna make it small?
थोड़ा बाहर करो।
So please come to your server, see where we are now on the installation side.
It's asking for password.
So everyone is on the same page on their servers. So please give it a password. What should be the password?
Welcome
Same
home.
as usual.
Welcome 1 with W capital. Welcome 1 W capital, and make sure by clicking on this I, so we have entered the right one. And then please click on finish. Yes, speaking. So guys, we are going to do bunch of things before using this server. So let me enlist those, and then we will turn this server into a template. After turning this server into a template, we are not going to turn that template throughout the course. 410, 411, 412, 413, 414. We are not going to turn on this template. See how many time we spend on the installation, and then we have to do some kind of configuration to use it. We will do those configurations, those best practices on top of it, and then we will turn it into a template. And then we will always use that template to create the servers. We will be just using right click and clone, right click and clone, right click and clone, and we can create as much servers as we want. And then we will, what we need to do, only to assign the name and the IP addresses, to give it a proper name. Then after we creating the clone, the only thing will be remaining, assigning the IP and giving the proper name. So what we need to do before that, so one thing, first thing we will be doing, turning the firewall off. To time zone. Time zone and time. So time zone, and then turn off the Internet Explorer enhanced security. You know, whenever we open any website, it asks us it's not a secure. Add it in a secure sites first. So every time we have to add that site to secure sites. So instead of that, we are going to turn off this security feature on our servers, so our labs are gonna be working smooth. Yeah. So in power options, we will be choose never, my spellings are messed up, for display option. So install VMware tools, enable shared folder, right now I am able to recall only these steps, and while doing, if I will be able to recall something else, we will do that. Hard to see.
These are for what? For best practices or?
Few of them comes in under best practices, and few of them we have to do in our lab environments. So we keep doing that on each and every server we add in our environment. So we will be doing on one server, making it template, and then creating clones for that template. So we don't need to repeat these steps every time we need a new server. So we don't need to then install a new server. We don't need to repeat these steps on each and every server. We will be using only template to create the servers. That will save our time throughout the course.
And when you do the register for 180 days, you will disable it.
Whenever we will bring a new server, we are going to run sysprep on top of it to create the template that will make the operating system SID free. It will generalize the operating system. So whenever we will bring a clone in our environment, we will turn on that server. It will be able to register for 180 days.
Yeah, then we will disable it or we will keep it.
Hmm?
Then we will disable it or we will keep it.
What do you mean by disable?
The NAS itself, we will disable it with the one we are making.
No. On template, we are not going to disable our network adapter for internet.
Okay.
We are adding. We are not going to disable on this machine. But whenever we will create a clone, we will go there and disable after getting registered with Microsoft. Then we will disable that network card. So that will keep working for each and every new clone. And after doing these steps, what we will do, we will run sysprep to make it template. So good to go. Can we move now towards the server? So please right click on this tab for DC1 and then come to install VMware tools. Also just please first log in, that's better. So just please first click on this icon button and then log in. What we give the password? Welcome 1. So if this blue will pop up for you guys for network, so please click yes. The first thing we are going to do to install the VMware tools. So right click on this tab and then choose the second last option, that is install VMware tools. Fatma, are you with us? So please click on this install VMware tools and try to catch one blue pop-up, this one, DVD drive. So click on it. Everyone got it? Didn't show up or okay. So if you guys, whoever got this, just click on this run setup 64.exe and me and Simon will go together. So please Simon, click on this folder icon, file explorer, yellow one on the taskbar, and then can you see on this DVD drive it looks like VM? Double click on it. And now it is installing the tools. If you will minimize this, the file explorer, you will be able to see the wizard. Or if not showing up, just on the taskbar, see it's one is flicking. So click on it. Then click next and just next and install. It will ask you guys for reboot, so do yes for reboot. So browsing is going on in the class. Some guys are on the phone and some guys are on the different other medias. And Saurabh has very close eye on them.
Of course, I'm just keeping track of all these guys.
So installation done for everyone? Yeah, do it. Do for yeah. Click on yes. Finish. And then for restart, you must restart your system. So yes. So please log in by clicking on this button to send control or delete. Login, so WELCOME1. So are we on this page now? Not yet. Please let me know when you are here. So please click on this local server under dashboard on your server manager. Click on local server. And then please click on firewall, hyperlink for Windows firewall. Click on this. And then choose the option turn Windows firewall on or off. Click on this option turn Windows firewall on or off. And then please select in front of this red cross what the options. So turn off Windows. After choosing these two options, turn off Windows firewall, do OK. And then please close it. Then we have on the little bit right side enhanced, i.e. enhanced security configuration. So there is hyperlink on. Click on this on and then choose for both the second option, administrators and users. For both of them we are going to turn off this feature. Pardon? See on the same local server right side, see this one, i.e. enhanced security. Not visible to you? Got it? Yeah, it's on. Click on this. Click on this on and it will open up a window for you. Click on this on button. And then we have this screen. Got it? Click on off for both. One is for administrators and the lower one is for users. Choose these two options and then do OK. And it will same look like again on. If you guys wanna do immediately, then just refresh. And you know it will showing off, right? And over here now public and the private firewall is off as well. So what else we need to do? Times on. Good. So where did you guys turn off your enhanced security? Underneath we have times on. So click on this times on hyperlink. UTC -08, so click on it. And you guys will find that date and time window, right? So please first click on this change times on and then drop down for UTC -5. UTC -05 Eastern Times, US and Canada. It's our zone. Got it? So click on it, do OK, and see if time is adjusted itself. I guess it should be right time now. Yes, it's right one. So we don't need to do anything with the time. So do OK. Then please right click on the server's Windows icon, this window icon on the server, right click and then click on control panel. In control panel, click on system and security. What did you miss, Fatima? Are you on this step or some previous step? Right now on the same page now. So choose the power options, click on power options, and then choose option, choose when to turn off the display. So click on it and then turn it to never. Drop down to never. If you guys have both, make sure both are on never. If you guys have one, just make sure one is on never. And then save changes. Click on save changes. So please close it. So let me check what left.
IPv4.
We have done firewall, time zone, enhanced security, registration is for sure done, power options done, VMware tools done, right? So only shared folder.
What about the IPv4 or IPv6 is enabled? So
No, we are not going to touch anything. Whenever we create a template, we run sysprep. It make a machine a general machine. So whenever we will be creating a clone, we have to assign the IPs. IP will be gone. Whatever we will add there. Or if it will remain there, even then we cannot go with the same ones. We have to assign the IPs. And the name will be generalized. So those options we will do on each machine. So now we need to enable shared folder. For shared folder, please right click on the tab DC1 on your VMware workstation. The tab besides Home tab, right click on it and click on Settings. On Settings, please, we have two tabs, Hardware and Options tab. Please click on Options tab. And then the third option is shared folders. Click on this and then please click on enable on always enabled. Choose the second option, always enabled, and then check this box. Now whatever the folder or drive we will browse to, it will get map to these VMs. So whenever we will have a VM, that drive will be mapped to our VM. So it will give us ease to move the files from host to guest and guest to host. So please click on this and then click on add. We can choose folder or we can choose the whole drive. Where is not working? So Fatima, see on the board. I'm cancelling this. Are you on this page? Have you checked for options? Then click on shared folders and then on the right side select always enabled, the second option. Then check this box, just click on this box, map as a network drive in Windows guests. Then click on add and now it's wizard open, so click on next on this wizard and then click on browse and where are you on this page? So just click on browse and then you have only one drive there, C, right? So select C drive, just click on C and then do OK. And it should look like this, C:/. Is it? See, it looks like this on C on the board. Then please do next. Okay, boss.
There's no C there.
No C there.
Is there
Now.
take down?
Where are the graphs?
Scroll down.
So if you guys can see this C:/, click next. And then if it's selected already, enable this share, that's good. So click on finish. And see now C drive is mapped, get mapped to these VMs. So do OK. So only one thing left. So just please right click on this Windows icon of the server, not of the physical machine, please on the server, otherwise system will gone. So right click on this Windows icon and then click on run. From bottom, third option, run, and type sysprep, SYSPREP, SYSPREP. Yeah,
PREP.
prep, sysprep. So everyone typed it, have done, typing is done. So then please click OK and it will open the file explorer for you. Have everyone got this page?
Yes.
Fatima, are you getting or got it? See?
What is the use of this?
We are preparing our system, sys preparation, to generalize the VM. So there will be no SID anymore attached to this VM. You know, if we are creating our clones without running the sysprep, every machine will get the same SID. That will be a copy of that machine. So if now after running the sysprep, if we are making a copy of this machine, what we are copying without any SID, right? and then when we will turn on that clone, it will get its own SID. Every machine will get its own unique SID, right? So if the machines have the same SID, they are not going to work on the same network. They are assuming everyone is same. So clone means, right, exact clone, exact copy. You got this page? So double click on this sysprep. Double click and then check mark this box, generalize. Check this box for generalize and then drop down and select shutdown. When it will be ready, it will be in shutdown stage, and please remember we are not going to turn this server back. I have labeled it DC1. When it will be ready, we will rename it to template server 2012 R2. So there will be no confusion then. So then please, two options we did here, generalize and the second shutdown. Instead of restart, shutdown. If it will be restarted, it will be again a regular machine. So click OK, and now you guys may have break. It will take time, and in the meanwhile you will be able to enjoy your break as well.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome, boss. So guys, everyone on this page, it's showing powered off, right? So just right click on the left side on this server's name and rename it to template. So right click on this name LT.DC1 and rename it to template. TEMPLATE hyphen SRV 2012 R2. This one, so template hyphen SRV 2012 R2. So guys, this sysprep, one of us instead of choosing reboot, he chose shutdown. Oh sorry, instead of choosing shutdown, he chose reboot. So if that's the case, we can go maximum, we can convert any machine to template 3 times. So after that, that machine cannot be converted to template. So maximum 3 times. And then we were on the installation options. We said there is one option standard, and then one is data center. There is no difference in features. You want picture? So there is no difference in the installation, both of them. Installation is same, features are same, everything is same. The only difference is licensing. If we are going with the standard edition give us two. What's two?
No, he said that.
Yeah.
I did.
So we may have two VMs there, right? Only two licenses, two operating system there. Basically, we should say two operating system we can install with standard edition. But with the data centers editions, we can go as many as we can. Unlimited operating systems we can install when we are choosing data center options. But if someone has bought the standard edition, what will happen if he or she is going to install the third operating system? Does it stop you? One hand will come out of the machine and grab you. Okay, man, you can't, right? No. So we can install as much as can, but it's just a licensing issue. So if someone will catch us, then the trouble will start. And randomly Microsoft keep checking the things, right? Otherwise we are going with the standard or data center, no difference. So I mean, what is the difference in standard and data center?
No difference.
Were you sleeping or? So any question so far?
Can you read one, please?
Hmm?
Can you just review the difference between this?
Yeah, there is only licensing difference. Standard license allow us to have two operating systems only, and data center unlimited. So it depends what type of environment we have. If we are in very big environment and we have to have installed bunch of 2012 servers, then we can go with data center. So if we need only minimum one or two, then we can go with the data center. And both are otherwise features, everything is same. No difference at all. The licensing is the only difference. So guys, right now we have template. So right click on this template and come down to manage option. Most of the things we will be doing through manage. So in manage, the second option is clone. Just click on clone. And then everyone has this page now. So click on next. Then next. Now we have two type of clones here. One is created a linked clone or one is full clone. What is the difference? Who can read it? Sayyid sir, please read it loud so Saurabh can listen.
A linked clone is the create a linked clone. A linked clone is a reference to the original virtual machine. Requires less disk space to store. However, it cannot run without access to the original virtual machine. Create a full clone. A full clone is a complete copy of the original virtual machine at its current state. This virtual machine is fully independent but require more disk space installed.
What did you understand then? For link clone, we can go for link clone, but for the link clone, the template's presence is necessary. From the VM, we are creating a link that should exist in the environment, right? Without that, if we are migrating this machine to somewhere else, then we will have to migrate that template as well. So it has dependency then on that template. But if we are going for full clone, it means it will have a full-fledged separate machine. It has, after creation, it has nothing to do with the template. So we usually go with the full clone option, and in case your hard drives will give us any issue, then we will start creating the link clone. But right now we will go with the full clone. So choose the second option, create a full clone. So please click next after selecting create a full clone. And now please give it the name what we have given earlier. So what was the name? LT hyphen tor hyphen, or without hyphen we can go. LT tor DC1. So there will be two T's. LT tor DC1.
No hyphen.
Space? No, after it.
So then please click on finish. So in few minutes clone will be ready. So if it's done, please close it. And the first thing please do, from the tabs, remove this template server 2012 R2 tab. So by accidentally we don't want to turn it on. So close this. And now we have only one tab there, LT tor DC1. So now please click on power on this virtual machine. You are obviously master of these things. Who has created templates before?
No,
No one?
just the clown.
Clone or drone? Then we will be finishing 414. You guys will be master.
Sorry.
No. My own thoughts gave me smile.
By seeing me. By looking at me.
I said by finishing 414, you guys will be master. So then I look at you.
743 का कुछ पता चला है?
Hmm?
743 का कुछ पता चला?
740 ka? No, dumps are right now. 743, not 40.
43.
43, no, not yet. So everyone is on this page. Then just please do next on this page. Click on next. And then click on I accept. These are the license terms. And then please supply the password. Welcome one, W capital. So click on finish. So click on this button to send control or delete. So it will bring a login page for us. And now type the password WELCOME1. For networks, click yes. So if you guys popped up for VMware tools, so please click OK. What it's saying, VMware tools has modified the user interface size settings. You must log off to apply these changes. Close all applications and press OK to log off now, or press cancel to log off later. So whenever we will be log in with the new user, we will get this message. So better to go for OK. Always do OK, and it just a quickly we will be logging again. So again we need to use this button, and then again the password. Now please minimize this server manager and see in the bottom, right bottom, either we have gotten 180 days license or not. So who did not get it? You did not get it?
I don't have internet connection.
No, few of us did not get. Don't worry about it. We need to just disable this internet card, but we will do it later. We can go for the other options in the meanwhile. Guys, leave it.
Okay, sir.
Don't be worried. You will be good. So please click on server manager, and then please click on local server. And then please click on this hyperlink for computer name. Click on this. Click on change. And now type the same name here. So LT Tor DC1. And then please click OK. So now please do OK for restart. Everyone got this message, restart message, or not yet?
You must restart your computer. okay. I have to say okay.
Hmm?
So I say okay because my system is slow.
Yeah, you can. I'm just waiting, but because then we have to show the steps again. Got this? Restarts. Simon, Frank. Not yet. So guys, please click on OK for this restart, and then please close this window. Click on close,
Restart now.
and then it will ask you restart. So restart now. Name change required, restart. So please log in. Simon, if you minimize this server manager, now are you getting this 180 days or not yet?
I am not getting it.
You got it.
Now I got it. Yeah, I got
Everyone got it?
it. Yep. 180 days.
Okay.
So जितने दिन बता रहे उतने दिन का
So please now right click on this internet icon, right click, and then please click on open network and sharing center. Open network and sharing center, and then please click on change adapter settings, the second option on left side. Now please right click on this Ethernet 1 and disable it. After disabling it, just see in the bottom if we have lost our internet connectivity, then we disabled the right network card. If it's still there, it means we did something wrong. We disabled the wrong internet card, because looking at the names we cannot figure out which one is for internet connectivity. So now we know this is for sure this one is for internet. So again right click and click on rename, and rename it to WAN, WAN. Then please click on your Ethernet 0, right click and rename. Click on rename, rename to LAN, LAN. Everyone has renamed it. Double click on this LAN network adapter now. Then click on details. So Fatima, which type of IP address is this one? No, I'm talking about this. After clicking on detail, see on the board. So what is 169.254.246.74? Which type of IP address this is? We have done IP addressing. Jun, Jun,
Class B.
Jun, loudly tell Fatima which type of IP this is.
That is class B.
Frank, can you please tell them?
Class B.
Class B, but it's a pipa.
160.
So it's a pipa. What is pipa stands for? Sir, subnetting master. So, Sohrab, you did couple of mistakes on subnetting questions, and I was surprised. I was not expecting from you.
I did.
So, guys, it's a APIPA IP. So, just please close this and then click on properties. Please uncheck this IPv6 and then please select IP version 4. Then please click on properties again.
Before that, internet protocol version?
So let me cross it. Are you here?
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah. Just please choose the last option, and the second last please uncheck the box. Then click on properties and now choose the second option. Use the following IP address and then assign the IP address. Which subnet would you like to go? Class A, Class B, Class C?
Class
Class C.
Class A.
Class C.
Majority is authority. No, majority is on Class C. So 192, 168, 100.2. And then press the tab button on your keyboard to get the subnet mask. Yeah, it's 192, 168, 100.2. And then in preferred DNS server, again type 192, 168, 100.2. This server will be our DNS server as well. So we are giving it an IP address right now. Everyone has done with this? Fatima? Simon? Yeah. Any confusion? No, please.
So it's going to be DNS server?
So do OK. Then close it. Again close it. close this window, close everything, and bring your server manager up. So how many servers so far we have? One? You guys mean to say only Microsoft invented one server, 2012 R2? Who knows about servers? Nawaz sir, can you please come here in front of us? We want to see your beautiful face. MashaAllah. Sir, please tell them the history of servers. Yeah.
I don't know what the history. I know what is server, but I don't know the history of the server.
No, what servers we had earlier and now what we have now. It's the history.
Before we used to have.
Yeah, like
You can't stop yourself.
server basically serve 2000 clients at a time, and it has three types. These are rack server, blade server, and or tower server. So tower server used to be like very big server, take a lot of space, and not so efficient and very costly. And after that we have tower.
Rack.
Yeah.
We have rack.
So after that we have blade server, which is like small in size, effective, and price is like medium price. After that we have rack server, it's like very efficient, and that's you can say the new era. That's the one which people are only using. This look like the rack server, not I think this one. So we can place servers in rack. Those are rack servers. That's a brief.
So one aspect of the servers Nawaz bhai told us, hardware side, right? So these are the hardware types of the server. So can you please tell the class about operating systems as well? Server operating systems. When I requested you, I said Microsoft, right?
So
Microsoft has nothing to do with the hardware, but it's good thing you brought it up. So it's a good information for the class as well.
I think there are two types of operating system. One is client operating system and another is server operating system.
Yep.
So one client operating system, like one operating system is for one system, whereas one server deal with 1000 systems. Like we can operate 1000 systems on a server.
So Sayyid sir, please
Whatever is seen,
come here and add on.
we can use the resources through the server, which is a centralized. Hello?
Ajo. Sayyid sir, aaj.
I know there's a little bit. You can tell this brother.
If we can have an honor to see you in the front
Thank you.
and get all that information, we would really appreciate it.
Whatever is same thing.
Don't be shy. Don't
No, it's not.
it will improve your confidence.
Thank you. Jazakallah.
Thank you, Nawaz.
Thank you.
So please.
Sir, वही पता है मुझे नहीं पता है इससे ज़्यादा।
Frank, you have any idea?
Server is
Can you please come here?
usually when PC comes, it's just for calculation. First PC developed in 1946, I think, in University of Pennsylvania. And first purpose of a computer is just for calculation. But later, computer can do many other kind of works. So later, we need to share. When we want to share the files, we have to connect two PCs together. So it's peer-to-peer communication. So in peer-to-peer, the two computers is same role. But later, if lots of computers connected together make a network, so we need a server to do some job for all the other computers. Then that's a server. So computer technology is from peer-to-peer change to client server. So in the network, we have one server to work for other PCs. It's client, and later Microsoft developed a lot of software server like DHCP, DNS. There's also a lot of software like work as server.
Thank you. Can you tell the brief history of servers? No idea, I'll read. Andy?
Server is just a computer, always power on. Yeah.
I'll tell you a little bit.
Simon sir? Sir Simon? आगे. Would you like to use board or you need?
No, I just explain, sir. I'm not that much genius like you. I have some little bit knowledge. Just wanted to share this thing. A server is mostly used for the multiple client to serve multiple clients by centralizing. So as per our generation is moving towards the technology, so it's very useful, and so that's why every company have a lot of employees, like 50s and hundreds and thousands. They are growing up, right? As they are growing up, the resources also growing up. So as the servers explaining in the network that collision, regarding the collision, all those things. So when it grows up, so servers help us to get the make the division of the companies. So by server having like generally in desktop, all those things we use file server. So servers have there is a different kind of server we can use it. Some servers are for files, some servers are printing. Then there is a multiple resources, so we can use through servers, because in one computer maximum how much we have, in a client how much memory and disk we can use it, but in servers we can use multiple disks as for storage, as for resources. There's a different there are 13 roles in servers, so we can utilize all those resources. 17 roles, 17 roles we can use this for the different kind of yes.
So you mean any computer that accommodates a service is called server? Am I right?
But yeah, like it bata diye dekho sir. So yeah, but
So any system that provides or
centralized
provides a service
yes
to the clients is called server.
yes. Anything else, sir?
Jazakallah sir, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good.
तो जितना हमारा था उतना होता है.
No, good.
Narrowed it down.
So guys, we are stopping here, but with one homework. At the end, what we said, a brief history of server, not only hardware wise but also software wise. But I don't want to go in the ancient world. We don't need to talk about those areas. but still we can come across in our fields, in our production worlds, those servers just we need to know, at least, right? So either it's as Nawaz was telling us, the hardware three type of we have in the server side, and then the operating side no one talked about, and they know, but no one talked about it. The, for example, server 2000, 2003, 2008, 2012, now 2016, right? So most of us are familiar with those because we keep listening about those things. But sometimes when we have to come here and talk about specifically that, we forget about that. So please come up with a brief history, the hardware wise or software wise, the server history, just a brief history.
Software wise in the sense what we need to.
So when we say software wise, Microsoft introduced operating systems. We are in Microsoft class, so I expect Microsoft operating systems. So which Microsoft has introduced the operating system so far, right? In client side we have Windows XP, Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10 now, and micro server side we have bunch of servers in a series.